Welcome back, fellow Hot Wheels collectors. So, I wanted to go through some of my Hot Wheels today and show you currently, right now, what is my top 10. So, with all of the coronavirus that's going around, going into stores and finding Hot Wheels or getting Hot Wheels delivered, the shipments from overseas has kind of stopped down some. So getting new Hot Wheels right now is a little on the slow side, but I wanted to give you guys a treat with a video of my top 10, which can change, but today this is my top 10. So number 10 is going to be this guy. This is the period correct Mercedes 190E 2.5 liter 16 valve Cosworth engine in the period correct livery. I think they did a great job with this deco that they put on this car to make it look like a total complete wrap that is almost seamless all the way around the car. Definitely a really cool concept, and one of the first collaborations that they did with an outside business, I guess you can say, in the last couple years. So this was sold on, not on the Hot Wheels website, but on the Period Correct website. So that is pretty cool. They're not numbered, so we don't really know how many of them there are out there, but it is pretty limited, and if you look on prices of these guys, they are going up. Next is this 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser. I really like this military P-51 Mustang type deco. They're calling this the Flying Tiger. So this was available on the RLC website. Spectre Flame Olive with fully detailed deco with that shark's mouth on the side, and just kind of this really cool military World War II aircraft theme. This was a big hit when it came out, and is still really popular. And then the plinth is even nice. This is the first plinth I can remember seeing that is that has a painted top on it. So that's also really pretty cool. Definitely a win in my book. This 55 Gasser is the Super Treasure Hunt that came out a couple years ago. Let's see, 2014. And so this is super cool, not only because it's a Super Treasure Hunt, but when I went to the convention in Chicago 2 years ago, Brendan Vitesky was one of the Hot Wheels designers who was there, and I was able to get him to sign it for me. So someone scribbled all over mine. But I think that one's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. So that's why it's in my top 10. Next is the ultra famous 71 Datsun Bluebird 510 wagon. This thing has become a phenomenon of the JDM Hot Wheels collectors movement. And it's a pretty good looking casting. And the deco, I love the Spectraflame red. It's probably one of my favorite Spectraflame colors. And definitely a really cool Super Treasure Hunt. This one's from also it says 2013, so that means it was probably 2014 also. But definitely a very cool Super Treasure Hunt to get your hands on right there. Next in my top 10 is going to be this. Growing up in the 80s, the Lamborghini Countach was the supercar for me. It was the exotic. I had the poster on the wall and always wanted to have a Lamborghini Countach in real life. I have yet to get one, and prices on those are going up. But when Hot Wheels did these treasure hunts, when they first started the treasure hunt series in 1995, this was the second year of treasure hunts, 1996. These are co-mold wheels. They're not even real riders, but they did this, and they used to come out with the treasure hunts used to be with a green strip on the package, so it was a little easier to find them. So I had to go back and find one of these. I was not collecting in 1996, but I had to go and get this one. And in this kind of neon orange, this thing is super duper cool. Next up in my top 10 is the 1970 Plymouth Superbird. This is from the RLC, the Real Riders series, and this thing is in a beautiful dark olive. And these were numbered, so this is number 8646 out of 11,000. This is from Series 6, 2007. So that was a really cool car that they came out with. And I was able to get my hands on one recently to be able to add that to my collection. And with the black rims and the red line wheels and that dark olive paint, that's just a really, really cool car to have. I dig it a lot. Matter of fact, here is the 70 Plymouth Superbird Treasure Hunt, Super Treasure Hunt, that came out in 2015. And in this kind of vintage racing style, I'm really, really digging this car. And if you've ever seen one of these guys in person, they're big, they're long. That wing is tall. It is really, really cool. And there's a Dodge Daytona as well. The Dodge Charger Daytona, which has a similar look, but if you pay attention to the details, they are different. But this one in this Spectraflame teal with the red wheels and the red details is pretty amazing. Also really cool. Just from this year is the Ford GT40 Super Treasure Hunt. Ford GT40 is one of my favorite cars, one of my favorite castings, and when they came out with this earlier this year in Spectre Flame light blue in Gulf livery, I was super excited and worked really hard to be able to get one. I have a couple of these. As you know, I also have one that's open. This was from the B case, but it is a phenomenal casting, and in the Gulf livery, just legendary. That looks good. Orange hubs, chrome lip rims, number 8 Gulf livery. It's pretty sweet. Next in my top 10, this is the 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302 Super Treasure Hunt. This was also from 2015. And this thing looked really cool when I first saw it, and I knew that I had to get one. And I'm glad that I did, because I got it pretty inexpensively. And prices on these guys are starting to rise as well. I had a 1970 Mustang in high school, which I still have, and so these Mustangs, these classic Mustang castings, are really some of my favorites. And this in this Spectre Flame kind of dark orange is really cool, with the authentic Boss 302 deco on there for 1969. It looks really good. Speaking of the Boss 302, this is probably my favorite casting. My favorite version of my favorite car. This is the first RLC car that I ever bought. If you're an RLC member now, you know that RLC cars tend to sell out within the first couple hours, or within the first hour of them going live on the website. But this was probably the last car that hung around for a couple weeks. I was not an RLC member at the time, so the RLC members get a 24-hour priority window, and then the day after that priority window, then anyone with a regular Hot Wheels Collectors club can purchase whatever's left. And I was able to purchase one of these, and I love it. And I actually have number 304 of 7,000, so they only made 7,000 of these. And like I said, these hung around for about a week. But that 1970 Mustang Boss 302, and the card art is dead on. And the details on this are super cool. I'm really stoked to have that in my collection. So those are my top 10. What is in your top 10? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Which ones of these do you like? Do you wish you had? Or do you have? How is your collection growing? Let me know what your top 10 is. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you don't subscribe. And we'll see you next time.